I just don't want to talk to anybody lately. Like, the only people that I'll talk to are my family, my therapist. That's about it. I don't know. Other people and, like, social situations right now are just, like, really triggering for me. I was having panic attacks in every type of situation. So for a while, until my therapist and I are, like, at least past the history part of this, and I can, like, talk about present day stuff. So, like, I don't know, I just need a couple weeks. I just need a couple weeks to, like, not have to worry about other people. Luckily, right now, I honestly don't really have any friends. Is that a sentence that you should even say? I don't know, apparently. That's my life right now. I had to cut everybody out because it was like no one was good for me. Not good enough for me. Just nobody was good for me right now. Like, every relationship I have is triggering me, and, like, I'm not at a place where I can be around other people. Like, their mood, their words, it just affects me too much. And I'm not, like, strangers and shit. I'm talking, like, people that are important to me. And it's the same way with, like, my family. Like, I'm just sensitive right now. And it's too hard to, like, have to have those interactions with, like, a bunch of people. So the people that I need and have to interact with is my family. So I, do my best to keep it together. I don't always, but it's just easier to limit the number of people that I have around me right now because I'm just so fucking sensitive. It's really annoying and really it just sounds so fucking just like boo fucking who when you're, like, saying that, but it's the truth. I just can't do it right now. I have to be a full-on loner. I don't know. For right now, it's what I need. I know eventually I can't just continue on like this, but when I even, like, think about being in a social situation, my anxiety just spikes. It's overwhelming as fuck, and it's just too many triggers. It's so bad. Like, that, I wish it was not that way, but it is. And it's so fucking annoying. I used to be so social. It's so weird to look at different parts of my life and, like, compare them to how I am right now, especially. Like, but the craziest part is I'm not, like, lonely. Like, I'm not sitting around, like, man, I miss my friends. Oh man, that sounds so bad. But it's true. Like, I don't really miss anybody, like, a lot to where I'm like, this is difficult. It's honestly really nice to not have to feel like I have to talk to anybody or I have to interact with anybody, and, like, I can just focus on myself and my daughter and my family and my animals and my house and, like, myself. It's just, that's what I need right now. Just, like, the most minimal of everything so that I can figure my shit out and then start over. I'm in the process. I basically, I burned my whole life to the ground, everything. I got rid of everything from my old life, including people. And I'm starting over. But to do that, I have to like purge all of this past trauma, all of this mental health stuff. You know, I'm working on my physical health, and my mental health is such a huge part of this. And yeah, like I honestly got to a point where like I just don't have a choice anymore. Like, I have to do this. I had to purge everything from my life in order to even have a chance at a second chance. That wasn't very eloquent, but I've been on a continuous loop for like 14 years. Now, sometimes the loop is really short, sometimes it's really long, but it's still the same. And it's the same in relationships, it's the same in my personal life, it's the same in my work life, it's the same. There's just these constant cycles, and I have to break all of them because they're all, in some way, shape, or form, they're all not serving me in one way or another. And maybe I've fixed, you know, like some things that here or there in, you know, different parts, but I haven't ever been able to fix all of the things. So that loop is still toxic because I haven't been able to break them all. And I don't know what else to do other than to just purge it all, throw it all away. Like, I know what my main core values are and that's, you know, that's what matters, is like, what do I value? And I, you know, have that written down. I look at it and it's true to myself. So regardless of how I choose to continue on my path, like, I'm still that same person. Like, regardless of how I've acted or what I've been through, the me, that's the same. I will always be that same person at the core, and that's something really comforting to think about, is that nothing can break that part of me. Nothing has ever been able to fully break that core me. She's always been in there, regardless of how deeply she was shoved in, that she's always been there, and that's somebody that, you know, is caring and loving and empathetic and funny and smart and it's just all these things, and that, you know, wants to do so many things. I have so many goals and dreams, and they've basically been the same my whole life. And they're things that I will do, but in order to do those things, I have to fix everything else. I have to work through all the layers that are fully covering her, that I've put up. Every wall I've been putting up for the last 14 years needs to be knocked down and searched through, and throw out the things I don't need and keep the things I do, and then keep going until I get back to just me, without all the crap, without all the, just peeling back literally every layer. That's what I'm doing. And it's scary, and it feels really freeing at the same time, and you feel really naked, and you feel really, it's just fucking scary, because you don't know how hard it's gonna get, or how intense it's gonna get, or any of that, and like, but I know that it's worth it. I know that my actual happiness and my life is worth whatever bullshit I'm about to go through in all of this. And no matter how hard it gets, I just have to keep remembering that, like, there is a life that I deserve and that I want and that I can get to, but I have to do this first. I'm doing it. I'll get there. One day at a time, right? Right. Well, that got deep out of nowhere, but, you know, it happens. Okay, well, I'm gonna get back to, you know, my extremely busy schedule of doing nothing, because that got super deep and I don't want to think anymore for a little bit. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, bye.